Your brain is one of the most advanced machines in the universe, capable of language, logic, memory, and emotion. But what happens when it meets facts so strange it can't even process them? Today, we're going to put it to the test. Some facts about the world are so strange, so beyond ordinary comprehension, that your brain simply refuses to accept them. Get ready, because these 10 truths will completely break your understanding of reality. These are 10 bizarre facts your brain just can't comprehend. Fact 1, your brain is faster than the fastest computer. You might think that the latest supercomputer could easily outsmart the human brain, but in terms of processing complexity, your brain is still king. It performs about 1 quintillion operations per second. That's a 1 followed by 18 zeros. Unlike machines, your brain handles sight, sound, emotion, memory, and movement simultaneously. It does this with just 20 watts of power, about the same as a dim light bulb. Meanwhile, a supercomputer needs millions of watts to simulate just a fraction of human cognition. Your brain isn't just fast, it's efficient, adaptable, and conscious. So the next time you doubt yourself, remember, you're walking around with the most advanced system in the known universe, in your skull. Fact 2, your brain can't tell the difference between fantasy and reality. Think about the last time you had a dream that felt real. Your heart was racing, your hands sweating, and yet none of it was actually happening. That's because your brain reacts to imagined experiences almost identically to real ones. Neurologically speaking, when you vividly imagine something, whether it's winning the lottery or falling off a cliff, your brain activates the same regions as if it were truly happening. That's why movies make you cry, and horror games can make you scream. The line between reality and imagination? For your brain, it's blurry at best. This is also why visualization techniques in sports and therapy are so powerful. Your brain literally trains itself as if the imagined scenario were real. So be careful what you think about, because to your brain, your thoughts are your reality. Fact 3, you have 5 senses, but your brain has 9. You've probably been told we have 5 senses: sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing. But in reality, your brain uses at least 9. Ever sense where your hand is without looking? That's proprioception. Feeling pain? That's nociception. You also sense temperature, balance, and even your heartbeat, all through separate internal systems. Your brain isn't just observing the world, it's managing an invisible network of senses just to keep you alive. So, no, you don't have 5 senses, you're running a full sensory operating system. Is your brain melting already? If you're into weird and mind-blowing facts like these, make sure to like the video and subscribe to BrainFeed Z. We drop new content every week to bend your reality even more. Fact 4, time doesn't flow the way you think. We like to think of time as a straight line, past, present, future. But according to Einstein's theory of relativity, time isn't fixed. It's relative. It moves faster or slower depending on how fast you're traveling or how close you are to massive objects like planets or black holes. This means astronauts on the International Space Station age slightly slower than people on Earth. And if you were to orbit near a black hole, a few minutes for you could mean years for someone back on Earth. Even more mind-blowing, some physicists suggest that the present doesn't really exist at all. That past, present, and future are all happening simultaneously, and our consciousness just slides through them like a needle on a record. Fact 5, your brain forgets bad memories 10x faster. Ever wonder why it's easier to remember the good times? That's not just nostalgia, it's neurology. Studies show your brain is wired to let go of negative memories up to 10 times faster than positive ones. It's a survival trick. If you held on to every painful moment, you'd be paralyzed by fear and regret. Instead, your brain edits your past to protect your mental health. That's why breakups hurt. But months later, you mostly remember the good parts. Your brain isn't trying to lie. It's trying to help you move on. Fact 6, your brain struggles with emptiness. Silence, emptiness, random noise. Your brain doesn't like any of it. In fact, it's wired to find patterns, even when there are none. That's why we see faces in clouds, hear voices in static, or connect dots that were never meant to be connected. It's called pareidolia, and it's your brain filling in the blanks to make sense of chaos. Emptiness feels threatening because it offers no meaning, so your brain invents one. Even in boredom, it creates stories, worries, or daydreams. Anything but silence. You're not broken for overthinking. Your brain is just trying to protect you from nothing. Fact 7. Your body isn't really you. Take a moment and look at your hand. It feels like you, right? But the shocking truth is that most of the cells in your body aren't human. Around 90% of the cells in and on your body belong to bacteria, viruses, and fungi, your microbiome. These microbes help digest your food, regulate your immune system, and even influence your mood and personality. Your gut bacteria, for example, produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, directly impacting how you feel. So, in a very real way, your body is less of a single organism and more of a walking ecosystem. You're more we than me. The illusion of individuality is just that, an illusion. Fact 8. Quantum particles know they're being watched. Here's one that genuinely breaks logic. In quantum physics, there's an experiment called the double-slit test. When particles like electrons are fired through two slits onto a screen, they behave like waves, interfering with themselves and creating patterns. The moment you observe which slit they go through, they stop behaving like waves and act like particles instead. Just the act of measuring or observing changes their behavior. It's as if the particles know they're being watched. That's not just strange, it's terrifying. It raises questions about the nature of consciousness and whether observation is what creates reality itself. And your brain, which is made of these particles, is constantly observing itself. So, are you in control or just watching the show? Fact 9. Your mind creates a delay-free reality with a delay. Everything you see is actually in the past. It takes light time to reach your eyes and your brain time to process it, about 200 milliseconds. Yet, you perceive the world as if it's happening right now. How? Your brain is constantly predicting what will happen next and presenting you with its best guess. This predictive processing system helps you move through the world smoothly without constantly lagging behind. But it means that what you're experiencing isn't raw reality. It's your brain's version of it. A polished highlight reel of guesses and edits, like watching a slightly delayed live stream with the buffering hidden. That means you're always living in the past. Your brain just makes it feel live. Reality isn't raw, it's edited. Fact 10. You make 1,000 decisions every day without realizing it. From the moment you wake up, your brain starts making decisions. Most of them without asking you what to focus on, how to move your body, whether to trust someone's face. In fact, researchers estimate the average person makes over 1,000 micro-decisions per day unconsciously. Your brain filters noise, chooses words, reads body language automatically. It's like having a full-time assistant in your head, one that never stops working. The craziest part? Most of these decisions shape your mood, habits, and future without you even noticing. So while you're focused on the big choices, your brain is quietly steering the ship. There you have it. 10 facts that bend, break, and overwhelm your understanding of reality. Which of these facts blew your mind the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you love learning weird, wonderful, and unbelievable things about the universe, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell, because the next fact we explore might just change the way you see reality forever.